Welcome to the Pissed Rhino Show. On today's episode, we're going to discuss that. That is a purpose-built top speed speedrun vehicle. This is the Arma Infraction. I'm sure most of you know that I've been building this, but if not, I built this vehicle with support from EVS Hobbies, PPS, Just Bash It RC, RamJam, don't want to forget them, COWRC.com for all the cleaning supplies that are just amazing, and lubrication. Oh, then we got SBIPrints, who printed a couple pieces that I'm going to show off today, and Hyperflow fans, which I'll show off as well, which you can see in the picture, I'm sure. Let me think, who else we got? I think that pretty well covers it. I got a lot of parts from Perfect Pass, Scorched. I forgot Treal. Treal Hobbies is also a big supporter of this build and the next build. And I think that's it. Well, we got new motors. I keep forgetting that one. Neu Racing, Neu Racing, or Neu UE. Anyway, it's New Motors or Neu Racing. They have two websites. Neu Racing is the one for RC cars, and then Neu Motors is the one for all the motors that they produce. So Neu Racing actually tells you what you need as far as gearing per motor. It's a pretty cool setup they got there, and it makes it pretty easy to come up with a good solution for drag cars or speedrun cars or pretty much anything you want, really. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go through, let me go through what's not done. So I'm waiting on shocks. I'm waiting on, what else? Shocks, put those on. Oh, my receiver box, and both of those are coming at the same time. Shocks, receiver box. I think that's the only two main things I'm waiting on. And then I can put the rest of the stuff I have on it. I am waiting on my tire truer. So I can't put my tires on there yet. They're too tall. They're about 103 millimeter, and I need to get them down to about 96, 95. So I bought the machine. It's just taken forever to get here, so I got to follow up on that today, as a matter of fact. So I have a mail call from RamJam I'm going to do later too. So let's get started on the beast. I don't know if you can see this. So we got Perfect Pass, carbon fiber splitter. I guess I'll just lift it up. Perfect Pass carbon fiber splitter, GPM, which mounts the splitter to the chassis. We've got, these are all stock parts except for this. This is a Perfect Pass body mount with some cheap ass Amazon body pins because I like them. So, what else? Man, it's so hard. Everything's so compact in this thing. It's very hard to show everything off. I have YZX. hinge pin mounts, arm mounts. I had TLR in there and they just didn't work right. So I went with YZX, and you get 0 degree toe in the back, which is what you need. And it's simple to do. The low-C ones are much harder, but anyway, got it. All that done. We got Perfect Pass A-arms, GPM links, scorched pillow ball knuckles. Those are just badass. I mean, they're completely different from anybody else. They use shims to get the perfect tightness, and they've got it. You know, they tell you to use one shim, and with that, they're perfect. Also, you will see a little slop. I don't have all the spacers in yet. I haven't done that, so I got to do that too. We've got titanium CVDs, and then we've got Just Bash It RC wheel hubs. These are +5. We got Treal bulkheads. We got sway bars. I got a Just Bash It RC Anchorman plate there for the steering. I got scorched steering bell housings. I got Just Bash It RC servo mount, and then an NSDRC servo. That is the SS600. I might be replacing it with an SS200 and then putting this one in my next vehicle. I'm not sure. It's all based on weight to me, so I'll figure out which one goes where. Just Bash It RC braces, front and rear. I wish you could see them because they're gorgeous. Oh, up front here, we've got a Just Bash It steering plate. We talked about all that. The YZX. And then we got a scorched. I used to have a Power Hobby on here, but now I have the scorched version. Pretty much same thing, only the parts look machined on the scorched compared to the other ones that look like they're just, I don't know, melted and forged that way, but who am I? We've got Perfect Pass drive shafts. If you don't know what those are, look them up. They're freaking badass. They're carbon fiber drive shafts. As far as I know, they're the only people making carbon fiber drive shafts for these. So that's pretty wicked. Let's go over here. Spin it around. All right, so right here, you can see we have this mount, this box kind of thing here. I designed that roughly and sent it to SBIPrints, and he made it nice and neat and 3D printed that for me. And it's got places for 3 zip ties to hold it all down, but I found that one right here in the middle, that thing's not going anywhere. It slid in perfectly. I'm going to need 2 more for my next vehicle. So SBIPrints, I'm going to need 2 of those. And I'll let you know on the motor mount. It's going to be different, but it'll be similar. You can kind of see the carbon fiber drive shaft better there. And if you notice, my drive line is butter smooth. Barely any play. This play is here. You can see the drive shaft's not moving at all. But badass. Let me get on the motor and do a little DJ. It'll actually spin. That's what the motor, that's with everything hooked up, and it goes that freely. It actually goes like it's not connected to a motor. So, pretty sweet deal there. And that's what I always say, using great parts is going to give you a great outcome. So, keep that in mind when you're building. It's not always about what's the cheapest, because you want it to last, you want it to do good. You know, I can feel safe in the fact that those drive shafts are not going to explode on me. I have faith that these knuckles are going to be there forever. So just don't always go cheap is what I'm saying. I know a lot of us have to go cheap. And that's fine. You can do a lot going the cheap route. But I will say it's not going to last as long as going the expensive route. Even though these, like this chassis, you think, oh my God, that's got to be super expensive. It costs less than the carbon fiber version. And this one's solid CNC fucking aluminum, man. It's gorgeous. All right. Then we've got our XLX2. We got our Hyperflow fan on there. Hyperflow. Wires ran to the motor. I got the 2 plugs here. One for each battery. One on each side of the rail. This rail actually makes it nice because you can put your center wire in there, and then none of your wires are going to hit the drive shaft. So it's all held in place. Worked out really nice, honestly. You can kind of see the JBI Just Bash It RC rear brace. We got the JBI RC little, I don't know what you call it, brace maybe, because it connects the 2 sides, gives it more strength. So I'd call it a brace. Oh, we've got all ceramic bearings. All the bearings are ceramic. And that's another reason why it can do this. Because everything's great bearings. The shock towers are by Perfect Pass. I forgot to mention those. And the shock mounts are titanium from RamJam. The rear axles are titanium from RamJam. This pin, the lower pin, I don't know if you can see that now, but this lower pin is titanium from RamJam. Pretty much everything on their deal is on here RamJammed out. I see my sway bar end just came apart. Gotta fix that. What else we got? Again, we got the other end of the Perfect Pass body mount system. And what this is for is to support the body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take rubber hosing and put it at the right level. And so I'll have a support out here that's just a hard rubber hose holding it up so it doesn't flex as much. The front, I'm not going to do it because I only got 1 pin more, so I don't know that that'll help much. I don't know. We'll see, but definitely going to put them out here to keep that back end from swaying. Again, Treal bulkheads. I got a red set coming for the next group, for the next build. It's going to be awesome. And then again, XY or YZX, I think it is for the hinge pin mounts. GPM body mount support and GPM rear air dam support. What else can I think of here? I know there's a lot of stuff I'm missing, but I mean, like the JBI battery strap down pieces. All the hinge pins are titanium from RamJam, of course. And then we get the chassis by JBI-RC from EVS Hobbies. And all the mounts. Let's flip this over again. So here you can see we've got our titanium rear skid plates. We got these little carbon fiber winglets. They look good, so I'll leave them on there. I don't know if they'll work, but we'll see. And the Holy Grail, the Just Bashet RC aluminum chassis. Now, a lot of people ask me about weight. I'm going to weigh this guy when it's all said and done, and we'll find out how much more it weighs than a stock one, and we'll go from there. This is going to be a little bit heavier. That's fine. I got enough power behind it that I don't really worry about it, but a lot of other people do for some reason. But up here, I have another RamJam titanium skid plate. These are a no-name, Amazon. And I put those on there. They don't really work with this chassis, but I've seen other people just do that, so there's no harm in it. And then we've got these titanium. So then we have these titanium pins here. These are also, I got my fingerprints all over it. Those are for sliders. There's little skid plates, but they're titanium and they're supposed to spark and all that stuff, but they look good on there. I mean, I haven't found anything that doesn't look fantastic on this truck. So that's the bottom. Pan over here to EVS Hobbies. And also, if you want your ride clean, Moo Clean from COWRC.com. That's what I use to clean all my cars with. It's even got a little bit of ceramic coating in it, so it, as you can see, it makes things shine. I mean, look how shiny that is. That looks great. Kind of shiny. Really shiny. Anyway. Alright. So like I said, we're just waiting on shocks. My tire truer and my receiver box. Once I have those, this one will be ready to tune, and so I'll make sure it's tuned properly for what we're going to do, and then she'll be ready to go. And then after that, the next build is kind of the same thing, but in carbon fiber. I mean, to me, this feels just as heavy as the aluminum, but we'll see when it's all said and done. The only problem is, this one is going to be a dual motor mount. So, 2 motors, 2 ESCs, 4 batteries, all in that little spot right there. We started getting parts for it already. I'm going to go through those real quick. Show you what I got so far. Got some of the stuff, nothing big, but alright, so I've got, these are front or rear links. I don't know which ones. They look like rear. Yeah, rear camber links. Then we've got springs, but these are the springs for the other car when I get the new shocks in. We got our little winglets by Luxury Radio Control. We've got our drive shaft. Again, Perfect Pass carbon fiber with their spool, which is nice. I got the gears for that. I gotta buy the gears for the I gotta buy diff gears. I keep forgetting about that. The same cheap ass body mounts, only in red. Same cheap ass shock covers, but in red. Not cheap ass NSDRC SS200 Extreme. This runs on the power of the ESC or of the receiver. Doesn't take an extra lead. And you've got, let's see, torque ranging from 177 ounces to 244 ounces. And the speed is going from 0.046 to 0.033, which is just ridiculous. So fast. Got a Treal steering linkage, bell housing. Not linkage, but bell house and anchorman. These are from Perfect Pass. These are the wings made for that chassis. We got H&K screw set. I think it's H&K. I'm not sure. I got this stuff from Perfect Pass. I don't know if I'll use it. Here's the front. Here's a short Treal mount, or I'll use the Just Bash It RC mount. I'm not 100% sold on which one yet. And then I got my shocks. These are stock shocks, all redone with hot racing parts and the correct springs. So the rest is just odds and ends. So that's what I got so far. Now there's a lot more I gotta get. On the last one I had everything ready to go, but to be honest with you, I think that made it go by too quickly. So I think this time I'm going to kind of buy as I go. I don't know, slow the process down a little bit. But we'll see. I know what ESCs I'm going to use, but I don't know what motors I'm going to use yet. So if anybody's got an inside scoop on some of the best speed racing motors out there, let me know. I might just go back with, I want to try some. I'm always wanting to try new things. So it's not that new motors is bad. I haven't even tried the damn thing. But I like trying new things. So I'd like to be able to try the Neu Racing and then try this one with whatever I put it in. So then we got our RamJam kit. Bunch of stuff. So we got our spools, or our lockers, front and rear lockers. I mean, these things are just beautiful. Come with everything you need except for the gears, which I always forget about. You guys are going to have to remind me. Alright, in this bag we've got the titanium front sliders I was telling you about. Titanium balls. Gotta love your balls. And then titanium shock mounts. Let's get this. Let's see how much RamJam stuff we have this time. Should be exactly the same as last time, I believe. I forgot. We got Loctite for the lockers. And then we have we've got CVDs, rear axles. Everything on this is titanium except for the aluminum on the lockers. Hinge pins. Hinge pins. So front and rear hinge pins. The front upper. One of these is the front upper. Yeah, I think it's this one. Front upper A-arm mount pin. And then the rear lower pin for the hub. And then we got 2 titanium sliders and another titanium slider. So other than their motor mount and their spool, I use the Perfect Pass spool because I've got it. It comes with the kit and it kind of all works together, so I have to do that. And the motor mount, EVS Hobbies was working with me with PPS, but this build I'm not so sure. I might go with Scorched. Get the big dual round mounts. So we'll see. Something I'd like to try. And if EVS Hobbies isn't interested in sponsoring it anymore, then I might try the ones from Scorched. I'm not for sure. I'm gonna try a cheapo version of it. There's on Amazon. There's a dual circle mount, motor mount. And I'm thinking about getting it and putting it in my toy car over here. The one you guys saw in the last videos. So I might do that just for fun. I got to get dual motors on that. I got the motors and ESCs and everything. So I need to get the mount so I can just do it. But one thing's hard. They always show these mounts in a certain place, but there's never a servo in them. So you can't do what they're showing you in the picture because you have to have a servo, and there's really nowhere else to put it except up front where it is. Now you can turn it sideways and all that, but adding a second motor in that position, sure, you can move the ESC, you can move the receiver, but you can't get rid of the servo. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm building the most badass dual motor setup speedrun vehicle known to man, because I just built the world's most badasser speedrun single motor. Now, people argue because of the aluminum chassis it's not the best, but I like it. So, suck it. Anyway, thanks to RamJam for being a sponsor of the show. Remember, you go to RamJam's website, you can get all this cool shit, and you can save 10%. Is it 10%? Yeah, I think so. You can save that money just by typing in the password Rhino, RHINO, in the coupon area. There's a little spot down at the bottom when you're checking out. Before you check out, if you want, you can scroll down to that, put in the code Rhino, and apply it, and it'll show you how much you're saving. And then you can go buy more stuff because now you've saved money, and you can get everything you want. So don't forget, RamJam Racing, save 10% with the code Rhino, RHINO. Pay them a visit, guys. I mean, titanium. I know you don't want to see my messed up finger, but titanium. All right. I mean, there's nothing cooler than having a box like this where you can just go, oh, look at all my RamJam parts. Oh, I like this one. I like this vintage. This year was great. All in one build. Thanks, RamJam. And also, I would like to thank RamJam as well for my piece of Laffy Taffy. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you want to scan, here, scan that. Got it? Good. Alright, guys. I think that's it for today's show. I went through where we're at on the single motor, the EVS Hobbies Speedrun Just Bash It RC chassis build. And so I think the next show that I do, hopefully is going to be finishing up the speedrun infraction, ultimate speed infraction, yeah. Hopefully get to finish that up. And then I will work on my play truck some more. Maybe take it out and get some videos. I'm just going to run it around my corner here. I got a corner of the cul-de-sac, whatever you want to call it. Subdivision. It's more like a subdivision than a cul-de-sac. So, and then I'll take it out, run it around, see how much drift action we can get. And then I'm going to throw a cheap-ass dual motor setup in here and see what it can do. Should be fun. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you for, coming and watching my stupid shit that I do here. I hope I'm putting something out that is fun and entertaining. I'm not the guy that stands in front of the camera and yells and throws shit on my workbench. I'm not that guy. So I know there's more entertaining people. But I also think some of them are just dipshits and couldn't build their own RC if they had to. In my opinion, I want to see the guy that's building it from the ground up instead of the guy that just, Traxxas just sends them a new X-Max every week and he throws it on the counter and becomes a dumbass. But anyway, I'm not hating on anybody. More power to them. They bring in the views, so I guess that's what most people want to see, but I am not that person. So, oh wait, here we go. Bam! Laffy Taffy. That's what I got today. So, no, Traxxas didn't send me a free truck, but RamJam sent me a free Laffy Taffy. And with that, folks, that brings the episode to an end. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the Facebook group called The Pissed Rhino Show. And don't forget to use your discount code at RamJam. So I'll see you here next time, right here on The Pissed Rhino Show. Thanks, everybody.